What are the biggest obstacles to green efforts? Are there any outdated business practices that still need to be eradicated?
Yeah, I'm sure. I think the biggest obstacles to the kind of change that we're talking about, Brett, it's the fear of change itself. We've always done it this way, and it's money. I think that those are the two big obstacles that that we have to face. And again, with BION has chosen to deploy its technology and really focus on in beef. And lots of people have asked us, why are you focused on beef when beef is really the only outdoor sport left when it comes to livestock production? Dairy and poultry and and pork have all moved indoors and consolidated indoors, and therefore they're from a waste standpoint, they are collecting that waste as it happens. Beef is the only industry that still remains an outdoor sport, but that's exactly why we think that our technology can make the biggest impact on the beef value chain. But again, getting back to your question, I think that with regards to beef, I think that the biggest obstacles are the fact that the whole philosophy within the beef industry, with regards to that value chain, it's not a very collaborative industry from that standpoint. There's a lot of infighting between when you go from the cow-calf link to the backgrounder or stalker link, and then into the feed link, and then certainly packer and whatnot. I think there's a lot of hurdles there to overcome and to work together. And that's really, we have a waste treatment technology that really does benefit the air, the land, the water, and the animals themselves. But I think the secret sauce of what we've done is to try and align all the stakeholders in that value chain. Again, from cow, calf, all the way through. But even before that, Brett, we're working on the farm side of it and the crops that are being grown, because there's several companies that have created, for example, corn that is low carbon corn, is more easily digested by the animals, and thus you have fewer methane emissions. So we're trying to incorporate all of those practices in each link of that chain to make a truly sustainable beef product at the end of it.
And are there steps consumers can take to help sustainability efforts in the meat industry?
I think so. Again, I would even add that, now that you say that, Brett, I would add that I think the beef industry's one obstacle that we have is that we've really been disconnected from the consumer. The consumer for a long time has been saying, I want smaller portion sizes. And yet the industry keeps getting bigger and bigger. The animals are bigger, the muscles are bigger, and thus the portion size are bigger. So connecting with that consumer is a real obstacle. And I think the consumer is doing a great service for us right now, because the consumer, I'm no longer the driving consumer. I'm that old baby boomer. And we're moving on. And now you've got the millennials and you got the Gen Zers. And it's a question of not wanting or maybe even demanding sustainability in the products that they buy. It's expecting it. They truly expect these products to be made sustainably, and therefore, I think that push and a willingness to pay more for products and brands that are truly sustainable, I think does us a great service within the industry. You got to listen to the consumer. And again, the beef industry isn't great at listening to the consumer, but I've seen some headway in that regard during the course of the last year.
Excellent. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Bill O'Neill, CEO of BION, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Brett. Appreciate it.
And thank you all for watching.